Hi Brenda, it's Georgia. Me, Dad, Milo and I are making this video to show you our nicknames. So there's Daddy.
Hey Bran. Where are we off to, George?
We're off to my netball game.
And we're in the tunnel at the moment, so it might be a little noisy.
Yeah.
So, what have you won your games yet, Georgie? Or
we've only played one game, and
yeah. And how did you go?
And we won 69-8.
Really? And how many goals did you score, Georgia?
I'm not a shooter, Dad.
Really?
Really?
Why not?
Because
you're a squirt?
No, Vanessa's a squirt, but she can still shoot.
Oh, okay. Maybe you'll be a shooter today?
No.
No. Okay, what about Milo? Is he a shooter?
No, but speaking of Milo, it's too dark. Oh, wait. You can see him a little bit there.
What was it?
There we go.
Yeah, we can see him.
There he is. There's Milo. Say hey to Brenda. Say hey to Brenda.
Okay, now tell us about the nicknames. Okay, tell us about our nicknames between Georgie and Daddy.
Okay, so first we're going to tell you the nicknames between Daddy and I, and Daddy's going to tell you. Okay,
so Georgie, we have Georgia and Georgie. And
George. Yeah.
And then we started off with one a long time ago. It was, How did that one start?
We don't even know how these things start.
I don't know how these things start either. So
they just happen.
And then we went Dakadang. I don't know how that one started either. So
I think it kind of, because we kind of do the duck face. I'll show you the duck face.
Oh, the ducky face, yeah, ducky.
And then we kind of got that from making the duck noises, like nah, nah, duck, nah.
Okay, and there's Dakadang, and there's, what else? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, what about Milo? Now Milo, we made a nickname called Mr. Man.
Mr. Man, because he's the Mr. Man of the house.
Well, he's the second Mr. Man of the house. And we sort of abbreviated Mr. Man to be
Miramin.
And then we have funny things where we sort of say Miramin.
And we usually say that when he gets into trouble.
That's right. And then what do we say? We say, what are we going to do with you, Miramin?
Yeah.
And what are we going to do with Miramin, Georgie?
We just don't know.
Just don't know anymore. Just don't know. We just think that Milo's life is all about bones, sleeping, and sniffing butts.
And the occasional snuggle.
And the occasional snuggle.
And he likes to sleep on my bed.
He loves to sleep on Georgie's bed, and he loves to... What about the television? Tell Brenda about the television.
Oh, the television. Well, there's a little... When we got Milo, he was an all-outside dog. And then he was allowed in the house at night to watch the football every Friday night. And then it came to every night that he was allowed in there. And then it came to all day he was allowed in there. And then it came to he can sleep on he can get on the footstool. And then my mum put a blanket on there.
Yeah.
So he was allowed on the footstool. And then he got to the fact that he was actually allowed on the lounge with a blanket on there. And then it got to the fact that he went upstairs. And then it actually got to one stage where he actually slept in the house for one night, but then that was a one-off thing because we decided never to do that again.
Yep. But
then we actually decided after that he was allowed to stay into the house alone. And the first time we made that mistake, he pooped on the stairs.
Miramin. What are we going to do with you, Miramin? Just don't know anymore.
Yeah. So then, after, my mum Mum sort of was a bit apprehensive and letting him stay in there alone again. Then she thought, we'll give it another shot. So then, the second time he was good. And then, he started to be allowed in people's rooms. Michaela was very apprehensive on that, so she kind of said,
No,
Milo's banned from her room. And then he was allowed in my room first, and then he was allowed in Mum and Dad's room. But then the last stage that I think we've went through so far is that he's allowed to sleep on my bed now. Yeah.
Okay, back on topic. What about the television?
So the television.
Tell Brenda about the television.
Yeah, we did get a bit off track. So, while Milo was going through the phase where he could sleep on the lounge, there was there was the occasional shows where dogs would be on the television. And when dogs were on the television, Milo would start off with, the little roof, and then it would go into and he'd try to jump onto the television and try to kind of burn down the television. So then we're like, okay, let's just not watch any shows with dogs. And then there was a show with horse on it. Now, with Milo with horses...
He goes crazy.
He goes nuts.
He goes nuts.
He goes absolutely nuts. Not only does he try to tackle the television, there was actually a couple of times he actually jumped on the television cabinet, but he didn't actually get it. He was like, tried jumping on it, and then was scratching. He didn't actually get up there.
There was two shows. There was one show, the David Attenborough series, where they had the penguins and the polar bears. We went nuts for that show. That was crazy. We were all laughing at that one.
After the dogs and the horses, we actually came to the conclusion that Milo hates any animal on TV.
In his house.
So then, after that happened, we were watching a show that featured black people.
And bald people.
So then when a black person came on, he barked his head off, and all I was thinking in that moment was, Milo, you're so racist.
And then it was bald people, right?
So then there was another show, there was a show that I liked, and they were doing a movie special, and in that movie special there was a bald guy, and then he barked at the bald guy. He barked at anything that he thinks is abnormal. Anything. Black people, bald people. Oh, it's crazy. That's the life inside this guy's head.
It's a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
Well, we're at netball now.
Yep, we're at netball.
Okay, good luck to you, Georgie.
Thank you.
And we'll catch you later.
Bye-bye.